Oh, look at that. Oh, okay. Oh. Where's the bed, lads? What?
The waves are now running in Spitfire LH434, a Bill Flying Machine Company.
Oh, yo, wait, what?
Oh, look at that!
Is he flying upside down?
Yeah.
No, because I have to like eat quick.
I ate quick.
Imagine how motion sick you'd be. Harry. Oh. $5.
I didn't need to raise. Oh.
Cut the nail.
Oh.
Yeah, 15. Yeah, according to my watch.
Yeah, my watch right there.
Yep.
It looks tricky.
I mean, it's a big metal thing flying in the air. What do you think?
How does it fly? I just start running because I know that
States Air Force's sacrifice in the European theatre of World War II is almost unimaginable. Over 3 years, from 1942 to 45, it suffered almost half of all the Army Air Force's casualties of the war, including 26,000 men who were killed. Its bombers, including B-17s, conducted more than 440,000 sorties and dropped 697,000 tons of bombs. In the process, no fewer than 5,100 of the 8th Air Force's aircraft were lost. Fueling wing, this heritage flight pays tribute, as Sunny B always does, to those thousands of young men who never returned home to the US. We saw the B-17 and the KC-135 in that flight path because the early raids by B-17s over Europe during the Second World War were escorted by RAF Spitfires.
Where?
Right there.
I don't see it, bro.
The big thing in the sky. Yeah.
I think that was a bird.
Cruise escort fighters came along. They didn't have much armour protection to keep them safe, and there was the ever-present threat of enemy action. The losses were indeed very serious and continued so to be even after the Allies increasingly gained air superiority over Europe as the war progressed. Sunny B is an example of the B-17G model of the Flying Fortress, very much the, and so perhaps an even more important flying memorial than it's ever been to the sacrifice of the 8th Air Force. B-17 an impressive enough sight on its own, I'm sure you'll agree. Just imagine, and indeed all of the American airmen who lost their lives during the Second World War. The scale of the war was sustained by the 8th Air Force, which included 26,000 men killed. Their bombers, including B-17s, conducted in excess of 440,000 operational sorties, which saw them dropping 697,000 tons of bombs.
Oh. Yeah, it's actually good.
Sangria is always paid tribute at the Duxford airshow. In fact, it's a member of the Surrey Beach Supporters Club, not least of the aircraft flies on and the final pass of smoke on simulates damaged engines. Always pays tribute to the Supporters Club members. Single pass, the KT-135R.
Can you see the tube running out there? It's connected to.
Look at the tube. That's where it feels like.
Of course, there is a huge array of by Captain Peter Kuipers and the co-pilot today, Paul Schluer. A wonderful display from B-17 Surrey Beach. You may have seen it in its relatively newly applied colour scheme because that job was done here at Duxford in the hangars of the Aircraft Restoration Company at the motorway end of the airfield. It's put the aeroplane into its new Southeast Asia Command colour scheme, flying as such last year, but it's exactly the first time we've seen it. During 1943 and 44 in support of the 14th Army, the so-called Forgotten Army. Given how overlooked this operation can sometimes be, I think it's very nice to see Southeast Asia Command markings applied to. The 6th of June, 1944. R4D. Fourth families of civil and military transport there have ever been in all of aviation history.
No, just
you'll be seeing a very different DC-3 variant. And here they are on the roll individually. They'll be getting into formation, ready to start their display.
Oh, yo, look.
Never before been represented in a Duxford show, despite some very close military links between this nation and the UK, dating back very many years. And here they are, the 2026 Royal Jordanian Falcons. So, the team starting out in box formation, executing a quarter clover lead. And now pulling up towards the western end of the display line into a wing over. And we now see them transition out of box formation into T for Tango formation. You can see the wingmen have moved up and forward into line abreast with the leader for a loop. And dropping back once again into box.
I'm drinking it.
And from that into a half Cuban 8 manoeuvre, but pushing out. A lot of negative being experienced by the four pilots, very uncomfortable for them, but staying in perfect formation. For a manoeuvre called the push and pull. There they are, pulling through. And looping again, but on the downline, twisting away from us to exit on the 45-degree line. And it's another half Cuban also exiting inverted into an inverted pass with an inverted turn, showing the top sides of the aeroplanes.
Yeah, you want it. That one's the leader. That one.
I think it's that one.
Yeah, that one.
No, that one.
No, that one.
The other one.
No, that one.
No, the other one. One. Okay. The only one you think that one's the leader, but that one's the actual leader.
The team being led for 26 by Captain Jamil Zayad, who first joined the Royal Jordanian Falcons in 2002. He became leader 3 years later, the team's director in 2012, and he's currently the director of operations as well as the team leader. He joined the Royal Jordanian Air Force in 1992 and graduated from the King Hussein Air College in 1995 as a fighter pilot. He has flown the Northrop F-5 and the Dassault Mirage F-1 in the course of his frontline career. He's got more than 3,400 hours of flight time in his logbooks. Now we see the Teams splitting into two pairs as they fly away from us. And it's their salute to you as they run in towards each other to complete the Falcon's half.
I think I will open that.
Now each pair positioning towards either end of the display line. As we move into the next phase of the Falcon's display for 2026, watch them as they put the smoke on. Running in towards each other across general display centre.
Oh, that's too close. That's not him, is it?
After this, William, you have to.
And as three of the aircraft exit, it's time to watch the first section of solar aerobatics from the extra EA330 LX. 350 horsepower from the Lycoming engine and an aircraft of very lightweight give this aeroplane startling aerobatic performance. The 330 LX stretched to between plus and minus 10 G. One of the latest models is the family aircraft created by the German aerobatic pilot and aeronautical engineer.
Yeah.
And somewhere exiting away to the left.
It's red.
I think that was the leader.
No, that one.
That one.
The long thing.
No, the one you think that was
Looping in that bit formation, then transitioning into a barrel roll. I believe it's so named because the aircraft will be describing the outline of a barrel lying on its side in the sky. And as the solo entertains us closer to, look away to the
What? Oh.
right-hand end of the airfield on the 45-degree line as the aircraft pull up and beautifully synchronised into mirror formation and the left wing man of the team executing barrel rolls around their smoke.
Oh, look at this guy. Oh my god, get off your phone.
Return. Oh.
You see that?
Oh, they're flying around it.
The left wing man for this year is Mohammed Kool, F5 as well. And now a short session of freestyle aerobatic manoeuvres from the solo man for 2026. This is Sharif Hatuk, something of a veteran of the Royal Jordanian Air Force, having joined Turboprop Trust. And he crosses with the three-ship formation as they pull up in Vic.
So let's go 3-4.
Nah, I'm gonna do it.
Now some more solo aerobatics while the three-ship formation gets together. It was at the late His Majesty King Hussein bin Talal's initiative that the Royal Jordanian Falcons were established in 1976, then flying the Pitt Special aerobatic biplane. He wanted to promote Jordan and strengthen international friendship through aviation, and that he did as a keen aviator himself. And ever since then, the team has served as Jordan. dives in from above. And it was in 2018 that they converted to the very post-330 LX model that we now see, which has brought a very dynamic new dimension to their displays. Graduates of the Hussein Air College, flying first the F5 and then the F-16, fighting Falcon during the Falcon Veriback in 2030. He rejoined the team for a second spell since 2024, initially as the team's safety pilot and now as the right wing manager. And now we see the solo chasing down the El Shuti, Mohammed Malhas and Amjad Zata. Now back in the fortunate box formation in which they started the display and performing a very challenging box formation slow roll. This requiring a very, very deft touch on the controls, tremendous control coordination. And especially, these are the 2026 Royal Jordanian Falcons, and this is their Concorde handbrake.
Oh, that's just amazing.
The four pilots, Jamil, Bayad, Akkad Kudar, Mohammed Soul, and Sharif Hafiz, along with the General Manager Riyad Ayub, and the second. Yes, we're going back to the era of the Vietnam War, a war that in many ways had a significant cultural impact as well as a military and political one. One of the first wars to be significantly televised and to enter the public consciousness.
They kicked the ice cream button. God bless.
Having very little firepower themselves, pilots like these were able to wield a tremendous amount of firepower over the battlefield of the Second World War. This by providing over-horizon spotting for field artillery units, role for which they were most famed in the Normandy campaign, part of the history of this wonderful little light aircraft. As I say, it comes from the French wing of the Commemorative Air Force. It's over for a tour of British Air Disc Squadron ZD-32 stationed at Moffett Field in California. A small number of cuts were indeed assigned to US Navy blimp squadrons. The intention, incredibly, was to use the Cub as a so-called parasite reconnaissance aircraft. Blimp and launched from it within range of the coast to extend the blimp search radius. But then they'd recover to the blimp. Two aircraft modified for trials. The first of them had its landing gear removed because, of course, the idea was that it wouldn't alight back on land. Guess what? The pilot was injured when he was forced to do just that, and the cup nosed over. So on the second aircraft for these airship trials, they decided to retain the undercarriage and quite spotting roles in the Pacific campaigns.
No, slowly.
3 US Army marked L4s now out in front of us.
You bring it down now.
See that? Are you stupid? Yeah, that's
These very versatile, very maneuverable airplanes flew from platforms. But here they play the part of spotting airplanes in Southeast Asia for the purposes of our Asian war scenario. And the 3 L4s coming from left to right cross over with our visiting French J-65. A really good demonstration on its own is, as I say, touring British air shows this summer. This tour was originally instigated by British members of the Commemorative Air Force's Dallas Fort Worth wing, whose Douglas R4D, ready for duty, you might remember, attended many air shows in Britain and mainland Europe during the 2025 season, also based out of Duxford.
That's super quick. Is this super quick?
Yeah, also incredibly messy.
And Daddy, guess and how many seconds do you think I took to be?
I do it right. Okay, no, I can do it again.
Oh my god.
What the hell?
Oh, that's an explosion, I think.
No. It's actually a fart.
Guess what? Ice on ice.
Yeah.
That's your respect.
We'll just go blind.
Masters used by the US Air Force in the Vietnam War.
Somebody would have done the same.
The new act for a UK air show this is part of a very unusual configuration. This full layer, which is completing half of my safety room here, but it's safe for
And they just.
built for the USAF. No grey model had underwing pylons.
I like chicken jerky.
Do you like chicken?
Yes, I do. What?
Two aircraft are both FTD-337G models, which were built by Vance Aviation in France. They were among the instead, they were purchased by the Spanish organisation that operates them today, the Fundación Aeronáutica Antonio Guzmán, restored them to Vietnam-style O2A configuration, crossing over at the display.
Oh my god. I think guys.
As you can see, the aircraft turned away from the centrifuge with underwing pylons, and they depict O2's 19th Tactical Air Support Squadron, US Air Force Station.
You're a kid. No wonder. Oh my god, I forgot you sent this message. You've been married. Whoa.
I sound like
He sounds like my mom, bro. He sounds like my mom.
And a bit of a wing rock by the second of the two aircraft signals the end of the display. And off with a traditionally short takeoff, one of the attributes that makes this one of the most versatile aeroplanes. Design which enables cargo or paratroopers to drop from the removable rear fuselage. It also conferred better single-engine performance. And it was able to cruise at higher altitudes out of range of small arms. Again, still easy to maintain, and as we've seen already, it was superbly agile.
You know what? That is different manga. I wanna hit you in the head with a fish.
Why?
Harry.
Bronco entered service in time for a great deal of duty in Vietnam. They directed strikes by fast jet attack aircraft missions, and, crucially, they acted as light strike aircraft in their own right, with machine guns and high explosive rockets.
You don't even.
I don't. Jeez. What is it doing? I'm looking straight down, bro. Is it this way, that way, or that way?
It's just me. Or do I see you in the sky?
Point at it.
Really wanted spurs. Their exploits paid tribute in displayed by this aircraft from the Bronco demo team based in Kortrijk in Belgium and flown with his typical brio by one of the absolute enthusiasts and stalwarts of our air display circuit, Tony DeBroy. Tony's associated with a lot of very interesting aeroplanes over the course of his aviation career. That's the one that holds now later. Rolling now. The WS10 US, Live 5.
Stupid fish it was. Just said it's a typhoon to you.
This being a polished, light-built version of the Japan Gurich MiG-17F. Capability in a shallow, starting with 17F became the most numerous of all time. Excellent dogfighter. The later missile, and in which they achieve a kill using their guns. And also because this was still quite small.
He's got a film in the bag.
It was powerfully gained and maintained, exploited by the Americans under programs called Hand Drill. They were flown in the mid-70s. Later, a Chinese-built J5 Tau was repaired.
He's got a film in the bag.
Delivered to that air arm in 1958. And served until drama from Kubar Aviation with the Live 5. What a fantastic aeroplane to have over at Duxford. Very complicated So now a beautifully executed inverted flat turn in front of us. Again, that's As I said, the aircraft will be using 60 litres of jet fuel very quickly, so presently the aircraft will have The other noise you can hear is that of the 300 and that's more thrust than the aircraft weighs, and therefore we have a better power. Well, this indeed was our, remember that there's only 174 construction days for Christmas. And this is our real for the jet engine and the cockpit. So it's very difficult to take, you've only got two hands. Most people have got two hands, but we need three hands to control the aircraft. Obviously the right hand controls the aircraft, and the just at the end of these fingers, there are two slide controls, the operation of the jet engine.
I like the blue face.
Oh, that's the sky.
Oh.
Program of modification to look at special aircraft. These concepts with bigger flight control, bigger errors, control surfaces on these aircraft are. But then they were also needed because it was to show that demonstrations of technology knowledge of the
You don't have to help.
But he's experienced in all of this, not least with the full RAF
Yes, I love
three different tanks on board. Obviously we've got our gas
Got it.
tanks, the piston engine, we've got jet engine, fuel, jet A1, also smoke orders from the smoke system. So it's incredible inside the aircraft. If you ever get the chance to go up and have a look inside the aircraft, it's like a micro-brewery. I do say that, but it is like a micro-brewery in some into the aircraft at the beginning of the year. So there's a lot of off-training practice for top two aircraft. And that's good. And so are all of us to see it. And final manoeuvre. Remarkable aeroplane. And I think the pride you feel in it, and the whole team feels in it, really is evident every time it flies. Again, 4 years, I think lovely turns round the corner of the western end on takeoff as these four.
That one.
That little biscuit, chocolate biscuit.
Oh.
Let me see. Move your hand. Oh, this one's good.
Oh, this one's good.
One of the outstanding medium bombers of the Second World War, used extensively in
Oh, that's
Europe.
fine. That's fine.
Now time for the free flight.
I keep on God wash my hands.
There's going to be nothing chocolate at the bottom.
Thank you for the reminder.
Yo, by the way, there's going to be nothing chocolate at the bottom. gonna be nothing chocolate at the bottom. Yo, it's gonna be nothing chocolate.
Yes, yes, you are extremely silly. Oh, I took the whole thing.
Shortly feel the force of the two Eurojet EJ200 turbofan engines in full afterburner as flight veteran Tom Lynch's runs in with the Eurofighter Typhoon XDR-4.
Why did the noise leave?
Meantime, one possible slightly in the tower, the Corsair wings fall very soon today, unfortunately, but we're going to be getting on with the display in very rapid order.
Yeah, we got this. Aye.
No, you got that. I don't.
See their legs in the air.
I can't remember. Oh, they have the legs in the air.
Can you see? I only see a legs. Okay?
Ryan and Jamie did a really lovely job. I have to say, even they were like the best in
My name is Lee.
I think it's fantastic together. The girls have got their
Okay, rock, paper, scissors.
Dave has flown
First to three get a slap.
1,500 displays, got over 5,000 hours. Coach is like so experienced with the steermen. He's one of the most experienced, well, certainly one of the most experienced windmill pilots in the world.
One more.
There you go.
That made me excited. You didn't change the road. I took it. You have to. For someone who's not, you have to change the road.
I did it. I let you. It's last one. Last one. That's it. Okay, one more. One more. No, last one more. Oh. What hand?
So we do have to keep really fit. We do go in the gym quite a lot, but I swear there's nothing that can wreck. Do a high five. Back they go to rejoin. And the next bit is when we start to do our actual wing walking, which is where the girls walk unstrapped.
Oh, you
So
walk on
they'll
strap.
take their harnesses off.
Oh.
We've got a 5-point harness.
They have harnesses.